So today's military leadership lesson is going to be a longer video than normal because it's about a very important topic, and that is honor. And right now, that is the biggest problem I'm seeing out of our military members is a lack of honor. And a lot of that is because many years ago, it started well over 10 years ago, we started reducing the force. And when we reduced the military force, what it caused was a lot of people who did not have honor, but they had the motivation of getting more power, getting more rank, to be the ones to stick around. And with all the BS that was happening, the good people who didn't care about getting promoted, who only cared about doing the job and doing right by their fellow servicemen, they were the ones pushed out. And what happens when you start removing those people? There's this gap, and all the people who did not have honor moved up. And now you're seeing our military with a lot of very senior leaders, and when I say that, I'm talking about ones with stars on their collars, who have a significant lack of honor. Honor is really nothing more than principles that we should support, principles that we should live by. It's hard to have honor. It really is. A lot of the PTSD and depression that I went through for years was because I felt I hadn't done enough. This channel is one way that I've kind of reclaimed that, is where I said, okay, it doesn't matter what I didn't do in the past, which as I look back now, I'm like, I really did do the best I could. Being a lowly captain, you can only do so much when faced with commanders, but I did fight for my Marines every chance I could. But now I retain my honor by doing this show, by bringing you guys the stories of harassment and corruption and fighting for the people who don't have many other people to fight for them. That's where I retain my honor today. And a lot of these stories are people in the VA or people in the military. And it's these people who I had to deal with when I was still in. These were the people who have no honor. They only care about the next promotion. They only care about their reputation, only care about their day. When you have honor, you don't care about your reputation. You really don't. You're like, you can trash me all you want. This is wrong. I'm going to fight for what's right. And that's what honor is. But when you're an honorable person, it comes with emotional toll and sacrifice. I have gone through that. I know many of the people I've had on the show have gone through that. But that's why it's important for those of us who do have honor to stick with each other. And that's why many of you, when you reach out to me, I will help as much as I can help. Some people do have a problem with, they want more help. I can only do what I can do. And, I do have my limitations, but that's why we need to stick together, because the next guy might not have the limitations that I have. And that's what's important. That's why we need to band together and fight these dishonorable people who are now in charge of our government and military. And if you're someone who is going into the military, or someone who just wants to learn from the military, learning about honor and how to keep it is easy, because you will always have honor unless you give it away. And that's the important thing. No one can take your honor. And I was a Marine. Honor, courage, commitment. There's a reason why it's the very first one. So that's my little leadership lesson today. I hope you all have a great day. And as usual, thank you for being worth serving.